A very good morning to all of you. Myself, Dr. Preeti Yadav. I am working as Assistant Professor of Physics in St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurugram. I am from Applied Science Department. Today I will discuss Foucault pendulum from Unit 2 and the lecture number 24-5. In my previous lecture, I have discussed Coriolis force and centrifugal force. This Foucault pendulum is also application of the Coriolis force. Foucault pendulum is a simple device named after French physicist Leon Foucault and conceived as an experiment to demonstrate the Earth rotation. The pendulum was introduced in 1851 and was the first experiment to give simple, direct evidence of the Earth rotation. Basically, it is an instrument that gives a direct evidence of the Earth rotation. Foucault pendulum is an ordinary simple pendulum which illustrates the effect due to the Coriolis force. The pendulum is suspended freely to swing any direction. The perfect symmetrical form of the pendulum gives an equal period of oscillation in all the directions. It is long and heavy. Approx length is 50 meter, 40, 50, and its weight is 25 kilogram to 30, 40 approx, so that it will swing freely because the weight is very high and length is long, so it swing freely for many hours despite air resistance. Due to the rotation of the earth, the plane of oscillation of the pendulum will rotate because earth is rotated. Therefore, the plane of oscillation of the pendulum will rotate with respect to the surface beneath it. The observer standing on the earth resides in the reference frame with the swinging pendulum oscillating in a rotating frame. From the pendulum point of view, it keeps oscillating in the same plane, but the earth spins below it. The deflection from its original plane of oscillation for the observer is concerned due to the Coriolis force. There is a deflection in Foucault pendulum, and that deflection is due to the Coriolis force or due to the Coriolis effect. And we know that the Coriolis force is minus 2 omega cross V. This expression I have calculated in my previous lecture, where V is the horizontal velocity of the pendulum bob and omega is the angular velocity of the earth. It will act to divert the direction of the pendulum bob at its swings in the figure. This rotating the plane of oscillation clockwise in the northern hemisphere and anti-clockwise in the southern hemisphere. This is all due to Coriolis force or due to earth rotation. Now we have found the equation of motion for Foucault pendulum in this talk. Let us assume that a pendulum is suspended from the origin O dash of a frame. This is origin is placed here. O dash is a origin in. This is a rotating frame. Therefore, it's represented by S dash. In S dash frame, bob is suspended from the origin O dash. This is figure 1 and this is shown in figure 2. The z-axis of S dash is vertically upward. Here, the z-axis is vertically upward and x dash towards the south. and y-axis towards the east, but with the origin at a height above the surface of the earth at P. This is a P height is the above from the surface of the earth. The position vector of the bob is r and whose coordinates is x, y, z, and O dash b. By mistake, it is right figure 1. This is figure 2. Here, O dash b. His O dash b is the length of the pendulum, and which is r is the length of the pendulum. But we know that in because pendulum bob is suspended with origin o dash by a string, and we know that in a string there is a force is tension. Therefore, tension in the string is the applied force. It is applied force Fa, and since it is along BO dash, BO dash, this is a string, and the tension is opposite to the O. Therefore, a direction is BO dash. Here, and the applied for F is equal to K1 square MR. Here, K1 square is gravitational constant upon my length is a constant of proportionality, and F A is applied force. We know that M A means MR double dash. This is R is the position vector, double derivative of position, that is equal to K1 square MR, MA cancel. Therefore, R double dot is equal to K1 square R. Therefore, the equation of motion of the pendulum R double dot minus K1 R is equal to 0. This is equation 2. The equation 1 can be satisfied only when there is no other force. This equation is true when there is no other force on the pendulum except gravitational force. If the rotation of the earth is taken into account, if the earth is rotated, then G is greater than gravitation. G is acceleration due to gravity is greater than G effective, and in addition, a Coriolis force act on the pendulum. Now, if there is only tension force, if we know if the Coriolis force act on the pendulum, then the equation of motion becomes R double dot K1 is replaced by K square R is equal to minus 2 omega cross V. This is Coriolis force, where K square is equal to G effective upon me left. Since x axis due south and y axis due east, x axis towards south and y-axis towards east, the vector omega, the angular velocity in the z-x plane, so that the component of omega along y is 0, and we have and the horizontal component of omega x is downward, therefore a negative minus omega, angle is phi, cos phi, omega y is 0 because lie in zx plane, and omega z is equal to omega sine phi. Now motion of the pendulum is in the xy plane. This is the pendulum, the motion is along this plane. There is no motion along z axis, therefore z component of the velocity is 0. Then components of omega is minus omega cos phi, y component is 0, and the z component omega sine. And the component of velocity r double dot means acceleration is component is x double dot y double dot 0, because along the z axis velocity is 0. Now resolving the equation of motion, this equation इसको हम resolve करेंगे three components में, because r के components है x, y, z, and similarly for omega, omega x, omega y, and omega z. Therefore, x double dot minus k square x and minus 2 omega cross v x component, and this and is equal to 2 omega y dot sine phi. I have calculated this in the next slides. Y double dot minus k square y plus, sorry, equal to minus 2 omega cross v y minus 2 omega x dot sin phi plus z dot cos phi is equation 5. Z double dot minus k square z plus g, there's acceleration due to gravity, opposite is, therefore is equal to minus 2 omega cross v z, that is equal to 2 omega y dot cos phi. In omega cross v, I j k, omega cos v calculated is a determinant form. The component of omega, omega cos phi minus omega cos phi 0 omega sin phi, and the component of v, x dot y dot z. Here I have calculated omega cross v. Here there is a I cap. By mistake it not right here. This यहाँ पे I cap है, ये J cap, this is K cap. This means this is X component, this is Y, and then this is Z. Therefore, in this equation, for X, here 2 omega y dot sin phi, omega y dot sin phi minus negative 2 already है, minus है, therefore minus minus positive, and similarly for Y component here, this is the Y component, this is positive, and here this is negative minus 2 omega this, and similarly for Z here minus omega y dot cos phi, therefore minus minus positive 2 omega y dot cos phi. Now for small oscillation, Z is equal to minus of negative because the direction of Z and L, this is the length, is opposite. For small oscillation, Z is equal to minus L, and therefore Z dot is equal to, because very small L is and also L is constant, length is the pendulum, therefore differentiation of this Z dot is equal to Z double dot is 0. Again, since G is approx 1000 centimeter minus 2 and omega is this minus 7.3, this is less as compared to this. The term containing omega in equation 6. This in this equation, in comparison to G, neglected in comparison with G, and therefore we obtain k square minus G by L. Then equation 4 and 5 may be written as also. Here Z dot is 0, and this is case, this term is also 0, therefore k square is equal to G by here minus G by L. Then equation 4 and 5 may be written as this equation, x square minus k square x, and k square is replaced by minus G by L, therefore minus G by L x plus 2 omega y dot sin phi, y double dot minus G by L y minus 2 omega x dot sin. Now this is equation 7 and the equation 8. Now we introduce a complex variable. Z is equal to, in the terms of x plus iota y. And writing u is equal to omega sin phi. Another variable u is equal to omega sin phi. Now equation 7 and 8 may be written as a single equation with the help of this. Z double dot plus 2i replaces omega sin phi by u, Z dot plus G by L, Z is equal to 0. And the solution of this differential equation is in the form of Z is equal to E iota alpha, where alpha is a constant. And on substitution these terms into equation 9, we get here alpha square plus 2 u alpha minus G by L is equal to 0. Here Z is equal to E iota alpha t, and dz by dt iota alpha E iota alpha t, and double derivative square of this, because one term again here iota alpha square E iota alpha t, uh, d square Z by dt square can be written in the form of this Z double dot minus iota square means minus 1 alpha square E iota alpha 2. and put this in equation. This we get here minus alpha square e iota alpha t plus 2 iota u iota alpha e iota alpha t plus g by l e iota alpha. Taking common minus e iota alpha t and inside the bracket alpha square 2u alpha minus g by l this term. And we know that this is the roots of the quadratic equation is alpha 1 minus b plus this terms means minus b here, u here, therefore and upon here u, and upon this there is a 2a, 2 say 2 cancel, means therefore the resultant roots are alpha 1 is equal to minus u plus u square plus g by l, alpha 2 is equal to minus u square plus g by, and the solution of the general solution of the equation 9 is equal to this equation. In these terms, z is equal to a e iota alpha 1t plus b e iota alpha 2t, and z dot differentiate this equation, we get a iota alpha 1 a e iota alpha 1t plus iota alpha 2 this term b e iota alpha 2t. Here a and b are the constant to be determined by the initial condition. If the pendulum is drawn due south along the x-axis, if the pendulum is due south means south is here and x-axis is along south, at a distance a and let go with zero initial velocity in the zx plane, we have initial condition here z is equal to x plus iota y, here x is equal to a and y is only zx plane, therefore y is 0, therefore here z is equal to a, and z dot a difference is constant, therefore z dot is equal to 0 at t is equal to 0 at initial. Now equation 11 and 12 becomes, here put t is equal to 0, therefore z and z is equal to here a is equal to, and we know that e0 means 1, therefore z is equal to a plus b, and from this z is equal to a, for therefore we get here a plus b is equal to a, and from this equation z dot is 0 and iota alpha 1 a, this term 0 means this term is 1 means e0 is 1 plus iota alpha 2 and b this term is also 1, and taking iota common and we get here 0 is equal to alpha 1a plus alpha 2b and minus alpha 1a is equal to alpha 2. Now then equation 12, from this equation put the value of alpha 1a or a plus b here, means iota alpha 1a e iota alpha 1t minus iota alpha 1b, b is replaced by minus alpha 1a minus iota alpha 1a e iota alpha 2. Taking common here iota alpha 1a and in the inside the bracket e iota alpha 1t minus e iota alpha 2. Z dot is equal to iota alpha 1a, put the value of alpha 1 from this equation, this minus u plus u square by g by l t here minus iota minus u square plus g by l, and taking common here because हमें पता है कि e x into e x means e2x, therefore e I minus e iota ut common, तो here e iota u square plus g by l t minus e minus iota u this term, because there is a minus therefore used here negative, and z dot is equal to minus 2a alpha 1 and this e x plus e minus x means replace in the term of sign, minus 2a alpha 1 e minus iota ut sine u square plus g by l t. As we know that velocity of the bob becomes 0 at every time the pendulum reverses its direction. We know that if the pendulum reverses its direction, then the velocity of the bob becomes 0 at initial position. We have z dot is equal to 0 from this, and this happens when the sine function is, this is z dot is 0. अगर इनिशियल पोजीशन है, हमने यहाँ पे करा था इनिशियल पोजीशन में क्या आता है z0, इसमें z डॉट 0 कब होगा, ये 0 नहीं हो सकता, मीन्स साइन क्या हो 0, मीन्स साइन का एंगल क्या हो इन द टर्म्स ऑफ tan phi. साइन तभी 0 होगा जब हमारा एंगल क्या होगा, इंटीग्रल मल्टी पाई इंटीग्रल मीन्स n pi. So therefore angle u square g by l t is equal to n pi where n is equal to 0 1 2 3. इन सभी वैल्यूज पे साइन ये वैल्यू होगी अगर एंगल की, तो साइन की वैल्यू क्या होगी 0. For one oscillation means time is capital T for complete cycle where n is equal to 2 pi पूरा complete cycle, therefore u square g by l t is equal to 2 pi. And here t is equal to 2 pi under root u square plus g by l. This is equation 6. And here u is equal to put in before slides, u is equal to omega sin phi. If omega is negligible, if the value is omega, then u is approximate 0, and then t is equal to this term 0, 2 pi upon under root g by l. From equation 18, from here, from this equation, this is equation 16, by mistake it is right equation 18. This is equation here, t is equal to u square g by l under root is equal to 2 pi by t. Now this equation, by mistake it is right equation 18, but this is equation 16. Now equation this is equation 17. आप इसके बाद नंबरिंग सेम कर लीजिए सीरियल वाइज. बाय मिस्टेक ये इक्वेशन में से 16 राइट हो, 18 राइट हो. Now use this equation in equation 10a. This is the equation 10a here, alpha 1 this. Therefore replace this term in terms of t. Therefore alpha 1 here minus u, because this term is equal to 2 pi by t, and alpha 2 is equal to minus u minus 2 pi by t. Now using rewrite equation 11, this equation in terms of t, therefore z is equal to a e iota minus u, replace this term by 2 pi by t and bracket close t plus b e e iota minus u minus 2 pi by capital T. Taking common here e minus iota u t, and the inside the bracket a e iota 2 pi by t plus b e minus iota 2 pi by t. When the pendulum is initially set in motion by drawing its southward direction along the x-axis to the position P1 with a distance a, we have means starting at point P1 t is equal to 0. We have t is equal, therefore from equation 21 here put t is equal to 0. Therefore z0 is equal to a, this term 0 means 1 and this also 1, and therefore a plus b. And distance कितनी cover करी a, तो means this distance क्या होगी a plus b is equal to a. After half an oscillation t is equal to t by 2. T is equal to half of this, t is equal to t by 2 at point P. T by 2, the bob is at the northern end at point P2. This is north side at point P2. This distance is half of this. Now t is equal to half of time t by 2. Here put the value of t by 2. And we get here solving this equation minus a minus b. And from a plus b is equal to a. Therefore he get here taking common minus. then a plus b, and a plus b is replaced by a. Therefore here minus a e I u t by 2. There is a negative here, z t by 2 a e iota. Write this in the term of pi minus u t by 2. Now equation 23 shows that vector z0 representing the point p1 has been rotating. Z0 has been rotating by an angle ut by 2. Then the bob, yeah, pendulum is at position P2. This is the P2 through an angle pi minus ut by 2. Then the bob is at position P. This means that the trajectory of the pendulum in the first half, this half oscillation means time is half, is the curve from P1 to P2. Shown this. Similarly, when complete T cycle, this complete cycle, we have T is replaced by T in this equation. And we get here e minus iota ut a plus b. यहाँ पे भी ये माइनस आयोटा बाय मिस्टेक नहीं लिखा है, बट देयर इज a माइनस आयोटा. Minus iota ut a plus b, and a plus b is a. Therefore z is equal to a e minus iota ut. Therefore equation 24 shows after one complete cycle. This is one complete cycle in time capital time t. The position of the bob of the pendulum is again at the south. After that the bob is मीन्स वन कंप्लीट करने के बाद दोबारा कहाँ आएगा, अपने इनिशियल पोजीशन में आ जाएगा, अगेन एट द साउथ. बट रोटेटेड एंगल अपोजिट एंगल, ये इस साइड था तो यूटी था, अब अपोजिट आएगा तो एंगल की डायरेक्शन क्या हो जाएगी, माइनस यूटी इनटू पॉजिटिव, starting with positive. Thus the trajectory in the second half is the curve from P to T. This is the trajectory of the pendulum, I mean bob. We thus see that the motion of the bob as if the plane of vibration of the pendulum rotating clockwise through this one period has the time required for one complete rotation of the plane, that is through an angle 2 pi. For complete cycle time is t upon ut. This is angle is ut for complete cycle. Therefore time required for complete t upon ut 2 pi. 2 pi by t से t cancel, t pi 2 pi by u, and we u is equal to omega sin phi 2 pi, and 2 pi is 24 by sin phi. Changes these values, 2 pi by omega frequency. Therefore hours 2 pi by omega is 1 day. 1 day means 24 hours. Therefore replace 2 pi by omega in 24 by sin phi hours. We know that the curved path from P1 to P2, this curved path P1 to P2, also P2 to P3, is due to the Coriolis force acting to the right of the velocity vector as the bow moves from south to north. Similarly, force of Coriolis is acting to the right of the velocity as the bow moves from north to south and south to north. The deflection of the bob in the pendulum is due to the Coriolis force, and the trajectory of the pendulum from P1 to P2, P2 to P3 is due to the Coriolis force. Now this is the time period for Coriolis for pendulum. This is the equation roots. This is the roots for a solution of the equation that we get from Foucault pendulum. And the important question of today's lecture says explain Foucault pendulum or explain equation of motion of the Foucault pendulum, and what is the effect of Coriolis force on Foucault pendulum, yeah, trajectory of the Foucault pendulum. This is all about today's lecture. Thank you.